And then which Hollywood celebrity would play your character?
Hollywood celebrity.
Me, of course. No.
Hi, my name is Miriam Fear. I'm the second AD.
Hi, I'm Dylan Burningham, and I play Benteta Elbay.
And you're watching Meet the Cast and Crew videos for Secrets of the Temple.
So I met Lachlan a few years ago doing another film, part of the Clue trilogy, and that was a while ago. And then we didn't really keep up or anything after. And then about a year ago, he texted me out of the blue and was like, "Hey, you want to come do this Star Wars thing?" And I was like, "Star Wars? Of course." So here I am.
I have always been interested in film and anything really in the film industry. This is actually the first time I've had the chance to be here on a set. I also, we have a couple Mandalorians on set who created their own armor, and I was dating one of them. So I came on set as a PA, and I really enjoyed it. I got to help out our first AD, Micah, and I had a lot of fun. And then I came back a couple other times as a PA, and I met Sean, who's one of our camera guys as well, and he was talking to Lachlan and Micah, and they offered me a position as an AD, and so that's a whole lot of fun. As second assistant director, I report to our first assistant director, Micah. He kind of talks to Lachlan, our director, to make sure that everything's looking the way that he wants to, and as second assistant director, I'm kind of in charge of the PAs, so I take care of assigning responsibilities to people, making sure that everything gets done, making sure the right lights are on, making sure there's not like water bottles randomly on set, because we never want that to happen. I also took over some first AD responsibilities when Micah maybe wasn't available, and so I was also kind of right-hand man to Lachlan when he needed it. Just made sure that we were keeping on time, making sure that everything was running smoothly so that we could get the best quality filming and everything done that we needed to without worrying that we're going to run out of time or we're going to have some technical difficulties. So we just kind of make sure everything's running smoothly behind the scenes.
So Benteta's appeared in these films before already, and so we've seen him before, and he's hanging out with Hesha still, and in this film, he's kind of moving away from the sort of like, smuggler sort of like bad guy thing, but gets roped back into it with Hesha, and that leads into things that happens in this movie. So.
Nice. Try not to share spoilers.
Yeah. That's easy for me. So wearing that Rhodian mask was a bit tricky. Every time I had to put it on, I had to get my hair really wet, and then I had to have someone help me pull it down. And a couple of times we couldn't even get it on because I think the heat shrunk the mask a little bit, and so there was a few times we couldn't even get it on my head. But what made it most memorable is there's a fight scene I do wearing it, and it fogs up inside the mask, so I couldn't really see anything, and so I'm doing this fight blind, and the only thing I can go off of was a lightsaber. That's the only thing I could see. So as long as I kept track of where the lightsaber was, I was kind of able to figure out where to punch and where to kick, but otherwise I was hitting just nothing because I couldn't see anything. But it made it more fun, a little bit of a challenge, but it's exciting.
I think one of my most memorable moments on set was one of our last days of filming. It's actually near the beginning of the film when it comes out. But we have these really big pieces of styrofoam that are painted to look like rocks. And we have to load them all up into a U-Haul and move them back and forth. They're super light. They look huge and bulky and heavy. But we were filming in a parking garage, and so we had probably like 50 to 100 pieces of these just styrofoam rocks, and we didn't have any sets, so we had to build the sets out of these rocks. And thankfully we had a bunch of PAs on set that day, and I was just running back and forth to Lachlan, our director, and I'm like, okay, sketch out what you need this scene to look like, and we'll be able to build it for you. We just need to know. And so we'd shoot probably 6 or 7 shots or more, and then we'd have to have everybody move out of the way, and then all the PAs would run, and they'd grab all the rocks, and they'd set up this new set, so it looks like they're in a different part of the crumbling temple that they're trying to escape. And so it was just a whole lot of fun to just be able to see like everybody coming together to move everything around. So that was a whole lot of fun. A lot of trouble, but it was a lot of fun.
Green, and I think it's pretty obvious by the color of his skin. So.
My small cameo, let's say black, because they're an Imperial officer, and that seems daunting.
I feel like mine likes to paint.
Nice.
But not using like actual paint, using like nature stuff, like mud, algae, fungus, whatever he can find. It's peaceful.
Mine probably likes to, they're holding their big calculator thing. That would look really cool. So they like to do math in their free time.
I feel like he'd be a shipping clerk.
Nice.
I honestly can't tell you why. It feels right.
Feels right.
Yeah, shipping clerk.
I think they'd own a restaurant. That's actually their true passion, deep down. Yeah.
Doug Jones would be the guy to play me because in every movie he's in, he's always masked up to look like some kind of alien or monster. He's in Hellboy, he's in Pan's Labyrinth, Shape of Water, and a bunch of others too. So I think it'd be rather quaint and cumbersome for him to be a Rodian.
There's one that I'd like someone to play for me. What's her name? She's in Queen's Gambit.
Anna Taylor-Joy?
Yeah, Anna Taylor-Joy. It's a very small part, but it'd be pretty iconic if she could play it. So, Anna Taylor-Joy.
Be the best officer out there.
Oh, yeah. Incredible.
Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. We're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, we're on YouTube, so check us out.
On Backyard Tripod Films.
There it is, right there. So please support. If any Star Wars fan out there, I feel like would really enjoy this. So continue to support small fan films so that we can keep doing this. So thanks for watching, everybody. May the Force be with you.